This is the Qubic System QS-BT1, a multi-purpose dual-channel direct drive seatbelt tensioner that increases sim racing immersion like no other device in its class and price range. Driven by the same dual-channel direct drive motor technology that powers Qubic's QS-220 motion platform, the BT1 clamps to a rig and actively pulls your seatbelts to simulate G-forces during braking, acceleration, cornering, and gear changes. The unit is made out of solid metal construction and bears the look and feel of a high-end product that is built to last. It delivers up to 200 newtons or 20.5 kilogram of pulling force per channel, and combined can generate 400 newtons or 90 pounds for us in the United States, making it suitable even for high G flight simulators. The unit is compact, measuring 561 by 99 by 138 millimeter and weighs about 12 kilograms. So it fits behind most bucket seats. Qubic designed safeguards such as voltage match motors to prevent excessive rotation, a user selectable traction force that's strong yet safe, and support for a dual channel self-test system motion lock. The optional motion lock switch has integration with Qubic motion platforms to provide an emergency stop circuit. The unit is connected via USB and it has its own software for Windows PCs. The package includes the main BT1 unit, an external power supply, a USB cable, low friction inserts for belt slots, and a universal mounting adapter for aluminum profile rigs. Seatbelts, cockpit, and bucket seats are not included, and the unit is backed by a 2-year warranty against defects in materials and workmanship. The Qubic System QS-BT1 is positioned as a premium sim racing accessory, and its pricing reflects this. On the manufacturer's website, the base unit is listed at $1,799 in the United States, or €1,390 for those overseas. To install the BT1, you'll need an aluminum profile cockpit or a compatible motion rig. The device mounts behind the seat using T-slot hardware, which is included. Your seat must have shoulder slots for a racing harness, and these slots should be roughly level with your shoulders to ensure comfort and proper belt travel. Qubic recommends a 5 or a 6-point FIA certified harness in either 2-inch or 3-inch, although 4-point belts work with some risk of slippage. Because belts aren't included, you must purchase a harness separately. The choice between a 2-inch or 3-inch harness comes with personal preference per body type. I personally chose a 2-inch harness and it fits me perfectly. I highly recommend taking the time to set this up for comfort, as explained in the manual, and would also highly recommend cushion pads for the harness of your choice. The BT1 comes with mounting brackets suitable for aluminum profile rigs. Check the manual to verify that your rig is compatible. The package was clean and each bolt and accessory came in its own Ziploc bag labeled, speeding up the process of the install. Aligning the heavy unit and spacing it correctly across the rig's width can be a little tricky by yourself. Having a second person helps, or in my case, a small box to prop the unit up to align it to the profile worked out great for me. Once aligned, installation took about 30 minutes and about another hour to fine-tune. After mounting, connect the USB cable to the PC, the power supply, and optionally the motion lock jumper. Once installed, I recommend having a second person look at the belts when they are at tension, or use a cell phone to capture footage of the slack and evenness of the belts. Please take the time to fine-tune the harness adjustments to get it just right with the tensioner. Do not be like me. When this thing came in the mail, I installed it right away and jumped onto a live stream racing with it for the first time, which then caused a lot of pain, resulting me having to turn down the effects. However, once I fine-tuned it to my body, and after adding shoulder pads, it gave me confidence to use more feedback confidently. Before mounting the unit, please make sure to note the serial number as well, on your unit, as you will need this number to download the software from Qubic's website. The BT1 is controlled by the Qubic Manager software. It lets you assign gains, sharpness, and dead zones per effect, and shows whether telemetry is active. Supported games include iracing, Assetto Corsa Competizione, F125, R-Factor 2, and Dirt Rally, among others. The BT1 can also operate independently of motion platforms, simply connected via USB and load profiles. Similar to other programs, the Qubic software was easy to manage and load profiles. You can even upload your own profile per sim to share with others in the Qubic Motion ecosystem. At the time of this recording, Qubic supports 81 racing titles, ranging from 22 racing series, Assetto Corsa, and iracing to the annual F1 games and Wreckfest 2. It also lists 21 flight simulators, including Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 or 2024, DCS World, the IL2 series, and X-Plane 12. Finally, the Qubic Manager supports 20 simulation and training applications such as Chassis Sim, Steel Beats Pro, and others. In total, the BT1 is compatible with about 122 titles, 81 racing games, 21 flight simulators, and 20 applications. This figure is increasing, therefore you can expect the BT1 to work with all major sim racing titles and most popular flight simulators, and the list continues to grow through software updates. The QS-BT1 simulates a wide range of physical forces. In racing sims, it can produce braking loads, lateral acceleration, centrifugal cornering forces, wheel skid, engine vibrations, rev limiter pulses, gear shifts, side slip, traction loss, vertical G-force, and even pre-impact tensioning. I was really surprised at how finely detailed the responses were, as I was expecting just a simple braking tension, but found the unit capable of nuanced vibrations and asymmetrical pulls. The BT1 also includes asymmetrical engine vibrations and rumble strip effects, adding subtle road texture to the harness. For flight simulators, it simulates positive and negative G-forces, lateral acceleration, deceleration, roll and bank forces, cannon fire or missile launch, and flare shaft release. The BT1 delivered clear, immediate feedback and enhances both immersion and driving precision. The dual-channel motors produce pressure on the shoulders during cornering and braking. The unit transmits some vibrations to the seat and rig, which adds subtle haptic cues. The feedback helps with muscle memory and braking consistency, making it useful not only for immersion, but also for performance. I felt that the combination of haptics such as a butt kicker really completes the package to feeling like you're in a race car. Thanks to direct drive technology, the BT1 is nearly silent. The main noise comes from its cooling fans. This allows use during long sessions without distraction. When used on a static rig, the smaller effects become more noticeable because motion cues aren't masking them. Although designed for sim racing, the BT1 also is highly effective in flight simulators. Its ability to produce sustained forces and simulate G loads makes it appealing for aviation enthusiasts. Qubic states that the device can replicate up to 9G by adjusting belt tension. The system's strong pulling forces also compensate for the limitations of motion platforms, which struggle to reproduce sustained acceleration. For the pros and cons, we'll start with the pros. This unit is feature-rich. It supports a comprehensive list of effects including braking, cornering forces, engine vibrations, gear changes, and vertical G-forces. It has a powerful dual-channel motor that delivers up to 200 newtons per channel, offering a strong, responsive belt tension. It is detailed, low-latency feedback that provides clear haptic cues to improve muscle memory and driving precision. Direct drive mechanism provides minimal noise, only the cooling fans are audible. Works without a motion platform and integrates easily with popular sim titles via USB. simulation for both racing and flight, along with other training applications. The safety features include voltage-matched motors and support for a dual-channel motion lock system. High-quality build by a reputable company with a 2-year warranty. Compatible with just about any 5-point or 6-point harness out there. Compatible with about 122 titles at the time of this recording. And now for my cons. This unit comes at a high cost at $1,799. The BT1 is expensive, especially since seatbelts and harnesses are not included. Limited seat compatibility with the harness slots having to align with your shoulders. However, there are options out there for risers you can try with 3D printing or shop at a local distributor. No emergency stop switch included. No way to power the unit off other than by pulling the power cord. I have the latest version of the BT1 and the power brick no longer has a switch like it did in the earlier versions of this unit. You can purchase a smart plug and power the unit on and off that way, but I'd recommend still purchasing the motion lock for safety. The Qubic System QS-BT1 is arguably the most sophisticated belt tensioner currently available for home simulators. Its dual-channel direct drive motors deliver strong, precise feedback across a wide range of effects, adding a layer of realism that force feedback wheels and pedals alone can't provide. With its quiet operation and compatibility with both racing and flight simulators, the BT1 is versatile and future-proof. If you already have a quality wheelbase and pedals, and you're seeking that deeper immersion and feedback or training for real motorsports, the BT1 could be a worthwhile investment. Ultimately, the BT1 is a premium accessory that delivers a premium experience. If you are in the market for a belt tensioner, please click on my affiliate link below. It will be at no cost to you and will help support the channel as I have purchased this tensioner with my own money. Thanks for watching. Please hit that like button, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more content. Until next time, stay safe and enjoy your sim racing.